Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bears.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Throwing, Jones.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Giants are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, There just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kenny Galladay.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Jones throwing for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Komet.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receive.
And it's a fumble.
Finding room at midfield. Finding room at midfield.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Off play action, Fields.
Looking end zone for Jones.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the 50, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that a 3rd-year wideout can form a lasting connection with 2nd-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a 1st down.
Fields throwing again. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He goes once again right back to Hardy. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It's hauled in by Hardy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Barkley, inside handoff. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And they'll remain down by 2. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This one goes out wide for Barkley. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Jones, a final shot before break. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
To throw is Fields.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage. And
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Hardy set to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got to jump here. So a pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. In motion, the tight end. On second and inches, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's Jones on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Again, Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.